Imagine you're an enterprise SaaS company with over 3.3 million accounts signed up on your platform. You come up with something that fundamentally changes how people do a daily chore, and you apply elegance, great design. You also execute seamlessly and get it ready to ship. You also get all the required approvals to do so. You even buy a domain name, which just comprises of 3 characters. But then, just before launching into the public, you have an app store that threatens to pull the plug on your app. That app is Hey, and it was developed by Basecamp, a company that provides project management suite of products to enterprises of all sizes. This seems like a common challenge faced with startups and have led companies like Microsoft to multi-year antitrust lawsuits, one that Apple finds itself in the middle of recently with the EU. According to Basecamp, Hey is a rethink of email. The heart of this issue is their business model for Hey. You see, Basecamp is provided as a subscription to businesses who then create user IDs and let their users sign into Basecamp, and then they go about their business. However, Hey.com is going to be a $99 per year subscription paid for most likely by consumers such as you and me. And this is where Apple's App Store rules come into play. They require you to use the in-app subscription service that Apple provides rather than your own checkout and payment process. Apple does this obviously to get a 30% cut off the money the app makes in the first year, and also 15% from the second year onwards. The rules are, if you're a movie or an audio or a book or a newspaper subscription app, you're allowed to subscribe outside the App Store and consume the content in the app. This is what Apple calls as reader apps. And since Hey is effectively an email service, it is not considered as a reader app. For example, Netflix earned $853 million on the iOS platform through in-app subscriptions, of which it had to pay $256 million to Apple. This was in 2018. It then switched to a web-based subscription user experience rather than taking the in-app subscription route from 2019 onwards. Alternatively, if you're going to allow users to subscriptions for a service outside your app, you can do so too, but you must have an in-app subscription experience that provides the same service as well. This is where it gets really confusing. Nowhere in these rules does it mention that you need to maintain the same price across both these user experiences. And so you have apps such as YouTube TV that cost $54.99 a month, a full $5 more than the $49.99 Google charges you when you buy from the website. So that's $54.99 when you buy using the in-app subscription route, and $49.99 when you buy from the website. So let's come back to Hey. So there's two approaches that Hey could potentially do. Offer a free pricing tier. I actually think this is some kind of a blessing for Hey, because with $99 per year, you're effectively restricting the number of users you're going to have on your platform. But that is understandable given that they are not looking to monetize with ads, and hence having a free model may not be the right approach. But there are apps such as Zoom that became incredibly popular as a result of a free business model, or at least a free pricing tier, which then gave a taste of Zoom to users. And then when their enterprise bought their licenses, they would then be converted to enterprise users. Or provide a 15 to 30% markup on top of their $99 subscription and publish on the Apple App Store. Regardless, in conclusion, what should have been a low-key launch for Hey and Basecamp has garnered amazing levels of publicity. Taking the fight to Apple is probably the noble thing to do, and even if expensive, could result in a best-case scenario of Apple taking a much smaller cut from app developers rather than the 30% it does today. We just have to wait and watch for the outcome of this, and if you have any comments, do leave them down below. Thanks for watching.